Okay, hey there, it's me, Amy Broughton. Wanted to check in today and do a little training on something I find very interesting that's really, really easy to get caught up on in your daily activities as a business owner. And I know this partly because I've been in the trap myself many times, and also with some of the photographers I work with, talking to them, this has come up quite a bit. So the title of today's little Facebook Live is the three habits, or three habits, not the three habits that are sinking your business daily. So let me just ask you a couple questions. Like, do you find that you are, feel like you're working in your business, but not really going anywhere? Or maybe do you feel like everything you're doing, you're like throwing spaghetti at the wall and just hoping it sticks? Or, do you feel like you're kind of like on a hamster wheel and never ever getting off and never actually seeing the success that you want to, even though you're like running as fast as you can? So, this is a really common thing for a lot of entrepreneurs, not just photographers, but a lot of entrepreneurs. And like I said, I've been there myself. I've done it plenty of times. And there are days where I still get stuck in these little habits that are not healthy for you, not productive, not good activities that can kind of take you, out of the game for a little bit. Or if you're doing it a lot, it can keep you out of the game for a long time. And the game meaning like moving upward in your business. So here's what I'm seeing. Okay, so first of all, are you spending, well, actually, let me just put it this way. The first problem I see a lot of is people spending way too much time trying to find answers. And here's what I mean by that. You might be on Google all day long, Googling how to do this, how to do that, how to do this. Maybe you're on YouTube getting video training on this, video training on that. Maybe you're on Pinterest. Okay, best way to do this, best way to do that. How-tos, all of those things. And those are all great resources. And honestly, so many great, amazing photographers are self-taught, myself included, because of those awesome tutorials. However, the problem with it is that now you're relying too much on Google to find answers, and you're not putting as much of the answers you're finding into action. And the other problem with it is you find yourself like way confused, because this tutorial tells you one thing, this blog post tells you another thing, this YouTube video tells you another thing, and they're all kind of contradictory. And so then you spend all this time researching, I can figure this out by myself. And at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I don't even know which direction to go, like which way is up, because there's so many answers and so many different things to do. And a lot of times what you're learning isn't really working anyway. And so you have to be careful of that. Another thing too is a lot of the videos and tutorials and the things that are searching or being searched for aren't the right things that give you the exact steps to really build your business and grow upwards, right? Like specifically exactly how to find new clients every day, specifically exactly how to get your business up and up, and so that you can actually control your outcome. So that is huge. Like if you're spending a lot of time searching for answers, if you're on all those things, just really watch it. Like it's obviously something you need to do, obviously something that's a good thing to do, but spending too much time doing it is going to be where the problem comes. And that's where you're going to find that, you're getting burned out, that you're getting confused, that you feel like you're working a ton and not finding any answers, that, everything that you're doing is great and you're working, but at the end of the month, you haven't paid yourself because you don't have any new clients. So how do you do that? I don't know. Okay, we'll talk about it actually, here in a few minutes. So another one I see, habit number 2, is way too much time on social media. Way too much time comparing yourself. Now this is so scary because you're comparing yourself to other people's strengths. You've heard the drill, like this isn't news. You've heard it. We always compare our weaknesses to other people's strengths. And what you're seeing on social media isn't reality at all. We call it reality because it's, real time, real people posting real stuff, but you only see like this much of their life when in fact, the whole part of their life isn't even being shown. And maybe that person is stressed out, ready to get divorced, ready to, give up their business or whatever. And you don't even see any of that. So many times I talk to people who are like, well, I thought I was doing good. And then I get on social media and everybody's doing way more than I am. And I'm like, you don't know that. Just because people are posting pictures regularly doesn't mean those pictures were just taken the day before. You don't know if it was their sister, or if it was their own kids, or if the pictures are from 5 years ago. You don't know that. So you have to stay away from that. It's really, really dangerous. It's not fair to them for you to compare yourself to them. And it's mostly not fair to you either. Because again, you're looking at all these things that look real and they're not. You just don't know what the reality is until you sit with them, go to lunch with them, invite them out, like say, how many bookings are you getting? How is things really going? Until you know that and you talk to them personally, face to face, and you understand, then you can start saying, okay, maybe they're doing good. But in that too, it's still not okay to compare, because any given situation is built up of completely different circumstances. And you don't know if their bookings are because they hired and paid somebody $1,000 a month to build their marketing system. You don't know if it's because they've actually been in business for 20 years, and you don't know what you don't know. And so it's just a complete waste of time, complete waste of your emotional energy. And the only thing it does is bring you down and make you feel like you're not good enough, like you're not worthy, and will give you feelings of even like quitting your dream job. And that's not what you want either. So really, really got to be careful of that. At the end of the day, what you focus on expands, right? And so if you're spending a lot of your time and you're focusing on things that other people are doing, you're looking at other people's pictures, looking at what you think they're doing, and that's where a majority of your focus is, not only like in the minutes that you're spending, but in the time that you leave the screen. You put your phone down, you put your computer away, and you go do dishes, or you're going for a walk with the kids, but that's still going on in your head. And you're like, how is that person doing so good? How am I not doing so good? And you're questioning your own greatness. Again, what you focus on, it expands. So instead of whatever you focus on grows, right? So let's just change your focus. Let's talk about that in a minute too. Okay, third habit I see a lot of is not listening to the right people. So who are the wrong people? It's a little easier to identify than who the right people are sometimes. I will tell you who some of the wrong people are. Your mom. I hate saying that because I'm a mom and I do know all the answers for my kids, right? No, but really, like for your photography business, has your mom started, built, and become an amazing photographer and run an amazing business? If so, absolutely listen to your mom. But your mom is supposed to be your cheerleader. She's going to be there whether you win or fail, and she's going to be there for you when you fall down, for sure. However, she's not going to be the one who's going to be able to give you good marketing advice. She's not going to be able to tell you whether your pictures need improvement or not. She's not going to be the best person to point you in the right direction to get real answers so that you can actually have real outcomes. Your best friends, not your best photography advice. Don't listen to them either. I remember when I was working on my business, I had my two best friends over, we were hanging out, and I was like, guess what, you guys, I'm gonna move my pricing up to this model. And they were both like, what? Do you think people are going to pay that? And I was like, what? You guys are my friends. Like, why are you not saying, yay, you should do this? Why aren't you believing me? And it was a good thing I had enough confidence in myself and where I wanted to go, and that my vision of where I want to go was strong enough because I didn't listen to them. And I did raise my prices, and I did it very well, very successfully. So your best friends, they don't know the industry. They don't know what you're worth. They don't know your value. They don't have professional photography businesses. They don't have amazing skills behind a camera, so you can't listen to them either. Another person you can't listen to is Google. You got to be really, really filtered of who you're listening to on Google, right? So Google the answers, yes, but really look at the person that you're getting information from before you take it all on and call it this is the set way to do things. Social media, again, be very careful of who you're listening to, what they're saying, podcasts even too. So you want to filter who you're listening to and make sure that you're listening to the right people. And at the bottom of all of it, the worst person you can listen to is your own fearful self. And I know we all do this every day, right? We all have a brave person and a fearful person inside of us. And the self-talk that goes on inside your head is, at the end of the day, the most important thing that's going to happen, that's either going to help you win or that's going to sink you. And so make a conscious choice of who you're listening to and be really aware of that, okay? And here's the thing. It's time for you to take your life back. It's time for you to listen to that brave person, right? And to stop listening to everybody else. It's time for you to get organized. So if you want to like listen and do all these tutorials and things on Google, awesome. I think you should. But do it in a time of day that you can turn it on and turn it off. Give yourself an hour a day to learn and research. Then take the rest of your day to take action, to actually do the things that will get you new clients, that'll actually get you in front of new people, that'll actually, bring those clients to you, attract higher end clients, and that you're actually talking to people. So organize your life. Be working from that winner inner person that you have, that successful person you want to be. Future pace yourself. Like, who is the person I want to be? And how is that person going to act every day? Are they going to spend hours on Google? Are they going to spend hours on social media? Are they going to be listening to all the wrong people? No, those people take 100% full responsibility in all of their actions and in everything they do every day, and so that they can have the best results. Okay. So start working from that person before you even become that person. Pretty soon you'll become that person, right? So it's time to get organized, time to take your life back, time to start focusing on yourself, like really work. You know what your personal strengths are. And you have the answers inside of you, either to figure it out and go do it, and just to take a nice cup full of bravery and drink it up and then go to work. Or you're like smart enough to go get the right resources in the right places so you have someone to hold your hand through the process and to show you the exact right steps to get you to where you want to go, right? So really listen to that person, listen to that brave self. Like, create a daily plan every day of what you're going to do and how long you're going to spend on Google, how long you're going to spend on social media. Plan it out. Use the right tools and apps. There's so many out there that can allow you to be active in social media, but just for a short time during the day, and not allow it to eat at you, every moment of the day you're checking your phone. That should not be how you're running your business, right? You should be running your business on action, specific activities that are going to bring you new clients, not just in photos, not just improving your photos, but also in business and marketing to actually bring you new clients. We see so many people that, are learning as much as they can about shooting, and in the end they have beautiful, beautiful images, but no clients. So make sure you're also listening to that marketing, getting the information you need there, and then taking the right action. And if you're ready to take the right action and you're not sure the right steps to do, we do. We actually work with photographers all the time, and we can help you out. In fact, we'd love to jump on a call with you and just give you some clarity around what you're focusing on in your business and what you should be focusing on, and to help you to understand like where that gap is. And so I'm going to leave a little link here in our post. If you're interested, jump on our calendar. We have a few spots open, I think 1 or 2 this week, and then we'll try to see if we got some openings next week as well. But we'd love to talk to you and help you with your business. It's a free call, about 45 minutes. We call it a strategy session to help you get that clarity you need. But hopefully this is helpful, and have a great day, guys. Okay, we'll see ya.